Yeah. We as children of God who understand how God works, and we also must understand how the devil works too. That's why Paul said in Scripture, he said, we're not ignorant of his devices. So we walk after the flesh, and you see me here looking just like another person, right? But we don't war after the flesh, because the Holy Ghost gives you discernment to see certain things and to understand them. Okay? So somebody is looking at you and is thinking to himself, well, hey, I can attack him and I can do him this and I can do him that. But he doesn't know the covering of protection you have and the angels that are around you. Okay, so just like that, man, he sent me the letter, and when I open it, what up? So I'm saying, so where's the letter? How come nothing in it? It looks empty. But you think I'm a fool? What? I'm in the flesh, but I don't walk after the flesh. I know something was in it. But the angel of God said, "Poop. Let's cut it off." So the man tell me afterward, he said, the better man win. And he laughed. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. That's another thing about when you war after the spirit, You don't say a word. Make them feel like they get in their head. Let them feel like they, let them jump up and feel nice. But you know what's going on. Right? You know what's going on. Because you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you fear no evil. But thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. I tell you, they wait along the highway to hurt you, to do you something, right? And the angel of God stop them. So they're going to destroy somebody else. Somebody else is going to get it, right? You say innocent people, I tell you. That's like the day when I was driving, and I said, Lord, no, I don't want this. I said, if it could come in towards me. And the angel of God just turned it right back. It just spun right over and went, turn over. Ran in a wall and turned right over. So I don't want to deal with another thing again. Just like that. Because people were driving quite comfortable. Just pick up their children from school and bang. Okay? Somebody has got it. The devil said that since I can't hurt them, I will hurt somebody else. Right? We walk in the flesh, but not after the flesh. Okay? The scripture said, right? That's 2 Corinthians 10, verse 3. We do not war after the flesh, but our weapons are not carnal. Right? So I didn't go out there and say like, hell, I'm going to hold a sword or a gun at this person and say, hey, you better turn back. No, I didn't do that. You see? But I called to God. See what I'm saying? Bible tells you that when Samuel saw what Israel did when they asked for a king, and he said, what you did is wrong, He said, watch it, I'm going to call to God and I'm going to show you a sign. Okay? You can do the same thing today. Spiritually discerned, you can do the same thing today. Call to God. Just like that. So I'm telling you, I said to you already that after over 40 years, somebody like me who used to have migraine, I don't even have headaches. So I don't have to keep those things around me. Said just in case. I know, because I told you already, I said, when I went for prayer that day, was January 1981, I had a box with some pills there, and I threw them away. I said, I'm not keeping them like so, well, just in case. No! That's not the attitude of faith, just in case. You're going forward, not backwards. Forwards, not backwards. See that? Going back. You're burying those bridges behind you. Okay? So sometimes I had this friend there on Facebook, she said I'm a crazy one, you know. She's crazy because she read some of the testimonies there and things I said, and Tim's like, this guy's crazy. I'm saying, like, I guess you see that. How does he do all of those things? You know what I'm saying? How does he do all of those things? Right? And I gave this testimony to a friend of mine. She was really like, although she's a woman of God, she must have said that. I said, but what is David doing? You know? And I told her, we left the house and we went away. And we went away for a week. And when I came back, I was saying to myself, like, we drove in the yard, in the garage, and my daughter was at the steering, and then I said, I'm gonna go check the mailbox. At the same time, something, no, don't check the mailbox yet. Go check the house before anybody get inside of it, you know, check it and see everything is all right. And the Lord spoke to me, right in the garage, said to me, did you leave the house in my care? He said, just go to the mailbox. Where you going? I just told her, I just went to the mailbox. He said, you left it in my care. So you mean you're going to check if something is wrong? Don't listen to that voice. Unless you didn't leave it in my care. So what harm you think going to come? When you left it in my care? So, I tell you, it's like, so I just get up, you know. My daughter herself, I mean, used to have problems driving the car and all this thing she's talking. And I said, look at it. You did most of the driving. I mean, look how many thousands of miles you drove without her. You understand? Right? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. But the Bible said they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. So when the devil comes in like a flood, okay, and he brings all of these things, whether all of these things I spoke about here, enemies of mankind, because all of these things are attached to fear and then attached to death, whether it be depression, anxiety, right, and hunger, and thirst, right, and nakedness, and whatever it might be, right, because all of these things are tied up with your body that you get so anxious that something might happen, and then the next day you're going to die. And the devil has you tied up with these things, But when you are trusting in God, right, and when you have the understanding of how to fight, you know, in the spiritual warfare, right, you need to fight that. So I'm saying, as the Bible said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but it's against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So you've been fighting and you've been saying to